What's up, 2 Cent?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
I'm starting fights.
Yeah, I was up here to fight with Agent Zero. That's why I had hopped up here, but I
Oh,
guess
really?
him and friends Costa about to go back and forth. Yeah.
Oh no, right. He's here right here. You can get a little warm up.
Everybody want to fight me, like.
I told you
No,
I'm
it's
gonna make
all
you a
good.
star, Agent Zero. Trust me, I'm gonna make you a star, bro.
I'm LeBron James on this shit, man.
Nigga, you damn
Okay.
you who?
LeBron James, the most hated.
You gonna lose, huh? So
Nah,
so what you telling me? There's a 40% chance you about to lose this?
LeBron the
Okay,
GOAT. LeBron the GOAT. I don't know what you talking about.
go ahead, Jordan. How can I help you, Jordan 2 Cent Jordan?
Oh yeah. So Agent Zero, just real quick, so I can truly understand your point about why you kind of like defending Shakur with this opponent. I just want to get some clarity. You're saying that since Tank didn't send him the contract and nobody else wanted to fight him, that him fighting Cordina, who you believe is a good fighter, and that his last fight he was hit with a sucker punch, which altered the results of the fight, which led up to him getting knocked out. That Joe Cordina is still a good fighter, and it's cool for Shakur to be fighting him. Is that correct?
That's part of it. My whole argument when I first came on Fanon show was for fans who never seen him, like never seen a man throw a punch, and they want to call him trash and they never watched him. That's my whole problem. I don't think he's the best opponent available. He not. Zapata was, but he ducked. But I'm not finna fault my boy for not taking an easy 5 million and go beat dude in Saudi Arabia, some shit he never did. And then as far as that punch being thrown, if you go watch Joe Cordina speak for himself about that punch, he said that third round punch was the deciding factor of the fight. Now, if y'all gonna argue with a professional boxer that was really living that shit, then I can't really argue with you, because you argue with the professional boxer, it ain't really shit for me to say. You ain't gonna listen to shit I say. You ain't gonna listen to the professional boxer. These Cordina words, these not just my words. But
Okay,
y'all want to
so
sit around and wait for Tank? That ain't. I don't want him to do that. That's the biggest fight in boxing. Timid when Shakur and Tank fight. After they fight, what other fight y'all gonna be looking for is just as big as Shakur and Tank? I'm not rushing that shit. I'll wait to 2025. Went to 2025. The fight gotta happen. It's gonna happen. Ain't neither one of them ducking. But I don't want them to rush that fight. That's the best fight in boxing. You can't name me no other fight better besides maybe Canelo and Bud. But from popularity, man, that Tank and Shakur is the best fight made. Ain't no need to rush the shit.
okay, and I agree with you partly, but the thing is, the issue that Shakur is having and why he's getting this backlash from the fans is because of the things he said leading up to this, how he won big fight, how he's leaving top rank, and he's doing this and doing that, right? So then you come and you fight Joe Cordina, and you just said it yourself. Nobody know who dude is. If you're in the stage of your career where you're trying to build yourself to be a star, why are you fighting people that don't nobody know who it is? One, why are you fighting somebody that just got knocked out and come and moving up in weight off a loss, regardless of how good he may be? You have to fight fights that the fans perceive to be competitive in order to get to the level that you're trying to get to, if that's what you're really trying to do. And it doesn't look like Shakur is trying to do that. Now, the fact that Tank didn't send him a contract, or people saying he's not going to sit around and wait on Tank, that has nothing to do with why you're picking this opponent. The choice of his opponent and Tank are not correlated. So you telling me you sat down and talked to all these promoters, you looked at the landscape, you seen who had what competition, and you went somewhere where they can't even give you a 135 pounder? Like if you look at it from that perspective, it doesn't make any sense. And if your goal is to build this superstar, because you should be building your stock, you should be building your market value in order to fight Tank, so it could be a mega fight and the fight could be worth more money than it already is. You should be trying to build your name in the American market. You shouldn't be fighting on a Saturday afternoon when college football is going on all the way in Saudi Arabia. And you can't excuse these things because you're quote unquote getting a bag, because that's the opposite of what you're saying your goal is. And on top of that, they're putting the fight on pay-per-view, which in Andre Ward's words, they're setting him up to flop. So it's really no defending this, and people want to deflect and always make it seem like it's Tank's fault, but it's not Tank's fault. Shakur Stevenson chose to go to Matchroom. He sat down, looked at the opponents they had, he chose to go to Matchroom. So the criticism he's getting is his own fault. It's not the fans' fault. And then on top of that, you're gonna hop on Twitter and say, F the fans. I don't care about them. I don't do this and I don't do that. And then you're gonna complain about the lack of support you get. So
Yep.
all the moves he's making is contradictory to the things that he's saying. And because I agree with you. I don't think the Tank fight should happen in November. I don't think Shakur should fight Tank because somebody dropped out of a fight. I want them fully prepared to fight each other. But that's not correlated to the choices and opponents that Shakur is making. It seems as though your goal is the most money with the least risk. And that's not going to build you to superstardom, and that's not going to build your market value, and that's not going to get you to the Tank fight. As far as him fighting Zepeda next, why do we think that Shakur is going to fight Zepeda next when Zepeda has already ducked him, once or twice? Oscar De La Hoya has already told you if you want to fight with Zepeda, you got to sign the Golden Boy. You didn't do that. So in my opinion, I think we just getting set up for Shakur to fight another subpar opponent with the excuse that Zepeda ducked him and he getting the bag. It's a pattern. And people just don't notice the pattern because they just want to defend. What you got to say about that?
So you said a lot. So if I'm missing shit, don't fault me. So Zepeda ducking, the number one contender in all these different belt classes. So he ducked. Zepeda's probably the best option available besides Tank. He ducked. Who else sent him an offer? He pressed Loma at the fight. Y'all say Tank sent him shit. I'm not even speaking on Tank, but Tank didn't send nothing. So who else is it? Like, who is y'all? Like, I didn't see Shakur decline no certain fighter. I didn't see no one saying, oh, Shakur said no to this fighter. Cordina was the first name I heard, and he said yes. I mean, I don't think he just that type of guy to tell them a fucking no. And if it's finna be his biggest payday, he damn sure not finna say no to fans that he don't know and y'all don't know him. He's not gonna turn $5 million down just to please y'all to get a better opponent, which a better opponent didn't come across the table. And if it did, I'm pretty sure he would have took it. But them niggas don't want to fight my fault for none. They don't want to fight him. It's just, I wish y'all just see that point that no one wants to fight him. Y'all act like he got a million. I don't even think y'all understand how fighters pick their fights because I don't know it to the full 100% how they pick their fight. But I don't think it's just easy as y'all think it is. These people can't just roll up out their bed and Shakur personally can't. Tank can do that. Canelo can. They just I feel like they in two different positions as far as superstar wise. You know, Tank is the pay-per-view star. He can hand pick his fights. Shakur not in that position where he can hand pick who he want to fight. He got to take damn near who he get basically. And if y'all act like, that's what I was saying to Fanon on the show yesterday. Tank got Cordina's on his resume, and Tank got 10 more fights than Shakur. So whatever he's building up to, they're not on the same level as who caliber fighters they supposed to be fighting. For Tank to be this super big star that everybody want to compare every boxer to, Tank don't got them killers on it that y'all projecting Shakur's supposed to have. That's all I'm saying. This guy fought Rolly. In everybody's eyes, Rolly's one of the worst boxers in boxing. He just got power. Some of the worst feet in boxing, but Cordina is a better boxer than Rolly to me. I don't see how y'all justifying that man fighting Rolly, but Shakur can't fight Cordina. On his 23rd fight? This is his 22nd fight? Tank on 30 fights. Y'all act like these people both got 30 fights and y'all lining up their resumes. No, Tank got a lot of Cordinas on it. Francesca, and all these people, like people I know y'all never sit and watch. But y'all judge Cordina because it's Shakur. It's because it's my boy name. That's why y'all so big on his being Cordina. But
No,
yeah,
we're
I'm not
judging
really.
Cordina for Shakur. We're judging Cordina for Shakur because of what Shakur has been saying. And I agree with you. Shakur and Tank are not in the same position, which is why Shakur Stevenson shouldn't be fighting fighters off of a loss. It's about optics. It's about what the fans perceive. He's in a building phase of stardom right now in his career.
I haven't heard a name
And the
to
real
replace
issue
Cordina.
is wait a
I ain't
minute. The
heard no
real issue
names.
is that when he sat down with Eddie Hearn, what you're not mentioning is that he literally down with Eddie Hearn and talked about what type of opponents he could get, and this is what he chose to do. This is what he chose to do. You left top, and this is your second fighter in a row that you're fighting off of a loss. Why? Why do you keep fighting people off of losses? You can say what you want about Tank, but he's not fighting fighters off of losses. He's not. And it's about the optics. It's not, and that's what I'm saying. You can't keep saying you don't care about the fans and then complain about your lack of support.
We can't.
You can't do that.
We can't. I don't think he care about the support. He know who support him and he know who don't. I personally feel the same way. You're not finna just keep trying to please the fans. Like it don't work like that, bro. It just don't work like that. You ain't nobody name me no fighters he said no to or some fighters that came across it. Y'all assuming he got it's these names out here he can fight, but he didn't want to fight them. They didn't come across his table. That's how it goes. You don't just handpick fighters. It's if
but
they come off
why did you go? You
Artem
do.
came off his best performance.
You can pick somebody not
off
a loss.
You
keep.
He damn near beat Frank Martin.
Hold on. I don't know where Franz Kafka went, but they were supposed to be having this debate that you are currently whooping Agent Zero's ass in.
Stop it.
So that's just my opinion, man.
You
without a moderated conversation,
you would love to see me lose.
Dude, I made you, dude. I whooped you like I do. I just whooped you for like at least 40.
Hey, you might as well just go ahead. You might as well make me partner of the show, bro. I'll make your show pop, man.
Bro,
let me partner.
Hell yeah, we can be partners. You want to be partners?
Go ahead, as long as I'm getting paid.
All right, no worries, man. I will give you a $10 advance.
Look at him.
Provided you hit certain levels. And if you don't hit certain levels, then you give me back the $10 plus my costs.
And real quick, and for y'all wanting him to rematch Edwin, y'all got to stop. I understand it one.
Anyway, 2 Cent, thank you so much for coming up here.
Yes.
I really appreciate you.
Oh.
And did you see I put you in the video?
I wanted to.